Okay, so yesterday I put out the video talking about the Golden Week celebration, and we took a look at some of the quote-unquote sale packs that they were selling in the shop there, and I got this comment 3 hours ago. So our friend Mana here says, Faye, whole shop needs to be changed, lower the price, better pass reward, and bundles, bonuses, but it's so damn expensive. Man, that is so real. And I've actually wanted to do a video talking about this for a while, and I think now is as good a time as any. So, obviously, they've done this pack before. This is not like a new thing, but the Trait Fruit and the Ascended Floret pack that they do for Golden Week and all other like big celebrations where they have sale packs, $50, and this is what you get. 120 orbs, you get the 40 Trait Fruits, not even enough to fully change a unit's stats, by the way. You need 100 Trait Fruits to do that, and they only give you 40. And then the Ascended Floret, which, I mean, you can go ahead and use that to change your traits, but you want to use this on the stat that's not going to be used for Arena. So, like, let's say your unit has one Super Boon and it's on speed. You would want to use the Trait Fruits to get plus speed, and then use the Floret on anything else, because the Floret stats do not count towards Arena. But a little bit of a tangent there. The point is 120 orbs for $50. Is that worth it? Does anyone think that's worth it? I mean, let me know in the comments down below. This might be just me talking here, but I wanted to show you guys an example of how things are priced in a particularly gacha game that I play here. So, Dokkan Battle, you may or may not have heard about it, but I know Satachi is going to be going apeshit in the comments now. But Dokkan did something very clever where they actually made their own web store where you can buy currency from them directly. So in the case of Faye, where you go in-game into the app and then you buy your currency there, you're going to have to buy it either over the iOS store or the Google Play Store. And whenever you do that, you're also paying a commission to Google Play and iOS, or at least Insys is, right? Because they have to put their game and their apps on either of those stores, and by doing that, they have to pay a commission fee. So anytime somebody buys currency from the Google Play Store or the iOS store, Insys is not making the full profit of that. A little bit of it goes to Google Play and iOS. Dokkan has completely cut out the middleman, where you can just buy stuff directly from them on their website. You log into, they have this thing called the Bandai Namco web store, where you can link your Dokkan Battle account to, and then you're free to go ahead and buy currency from there, and it just goes directly into your account, and there's no commission fee because you're buying it directly from Dokkan themselves. So because of this, they're able to sell currency at a ridiculously discounted price, as you can see here. So this is an example of a Dokkan deal. $25 US, you're getting 150 stones, which in the case of Faye, stones would be the equivalent of orbs that you use to summon, and it's the same in both games. 5 dragon stones for a summon, 5 orbs for a summon. Goes the exact same in both directions. So over here, 150 dragon stones for $25. What are we getting for $25 in Faye? Anyone want to take a look here? 60 orbs. Not even half of the amount that we get in Dokkan. And we get 1 ticket. The ticket could be equated as being 5 orbs because it's essentially 1 free summon. But even that is not going to make up the difference here. Literally, you could buy this twice, and it wouldn't even amount to buying this once. So it just goes to show, like, what I'm talking about when I say things in Faye are too expensive and not worth it. Like the other day, I said with this, I'd rather buy a new game than pay $50 for a Trait Fruit and the orbs. And it's not even like it's enough orbs to get you to a spark. It's enough to get you most of the way, but not even fully up to a spark, which, I mean, they could certainly do better. And not even enough Trait Fruits to change your trait. There's just a lot of little things like this that just piss me off and have been over time. And that's one of the reasons why I don't really spend money on the game anymore. Now, I would be dying to spend money if they would give me a reason to and actually make it feel like it's worth the money that I'm spending. I don't even care if they want to power creep every single banner and, you plus 10 a unit on one banner, and then in the next like 2 or 3 weeks, that unit is already power crept and out the door. I don't even care about that. I just want currency, man. I just want orbs to be able to summon with and not have to skip like every single banner just because I don't want to get shafted. And I have to also try my best to keep up with the meta. So like any unit that comes out that's really good that I would like to get, like Duo Sigurd, for example. I actually skipped him even though I would have loved to get him. Sigurd's my second favorite lord, and he's a really good unit. I already have Emblem Sigurd, so I can't double dip. I can't, even though, yeah, Duo Sigurd's way better. I can't afford to summon for a unit that's going to fill the exact same role of a unit that I already have. And the fact that Emblem Sigurd is still usable to an extent in PvE. Doesn't really make much sense to spend currency on another new unit. And the only reason why is because currency is so limited. I have to be very careful and cautious about what I'm spending my orbs on. And that's no fun, right? Like, we want to be able to summon. We want to be able to support the game most of all. Like, the main reason I spent money back in the day was to support the game. I didn't care if I got shafted. You go into a gacha game summoning knowing that you're not going to get what you're looking for. That's just how these games work. But you spend money anyway because you want to support the game and help keep it alive and all that. But with all the practices they do, they've lost my support at the very least. I still support in other ways, though. I still promote the game with the YouTube channel and stuff. But if they want to earn me back as a customer, these are some of the things they're going to have to start doing. So how could they implement the web store? Well, did you guys know Fire Emblem Heroes has its own website? Yeah, there's actually a FireEmblemHeroes.com. So what I was thinking they could do, because your My Nintendo account is actually linked to your game account, what they could do is have a section on the Heroes website and have a shop there, and you can go in there, you log in with your My Nintendo account, and then they have orbs on purchase that you can go ahead and get, maybe some extra goodies, maybe a couple of bonus stuff, like they can do promo codes, which the Dokkan web store does all the time. They have promo codes. Where is yeah, right here at the top. You can go ahead and enter a promo code, and they give out the promo codes all the time. Like, there's the last one that I entered was web store, and you'll get a bunch of free currency. You'll get like free orbs, or in this case, dragon stones and all that good stuff. And they always do these for every live stream. So the equivalent in FEH would be every time they have a FEH channel. Just right at the end of it, FEH gives us a promo code that we could enter, and we get like 5 free orbs or 10 free orbs or whatever it is. It would just be a nice little gesture. It's not like it's anything crazy, but it would just be nice as a show of good faith, right? So they can have all that stuff on here, and because you log in to the shop on this website with your My Nintendo account, once you purchase the orbs directly from them, it would just go right into your account, and they don't have to pay the commission fee to iOS or Google Play anymore. So that's one way that they could start selling orbs at a better price, a cheaper price, and also give us more of them while also not cutting their profits, actually increasing their profits, because they don't have to pay the commission, and then they're also most likely going to get more people buying. So that's just one thing they can do there. Also, by the way, as if the web store for Dokkan wasn't good enough, they just added this feature too. So anytime you buy something from the web store now, you're getting points, and the points are cumulative, and as they add up, you get all of these extra rewards too, which is insane, man. Like, all of this stuff costs money. Like 15 dragon stones, that costs money. The guidance keys cost money. The link skill orbs, those don't really cost money, but they're very hard to come by, especially the large size ones, which use to link level your characters. So what would be the equivalent of this in FEH? Probably something like skill fodder, I would say. Like, this would be the equivalent of getting a 5-star manual that has good skills. Basically like this. So you could already see like how this is beneficial and how this could really help FEH out. So that's just one thing I wanted to highlight here. And the second thing, as we all know, the FEH Pass, which I think is one of their biggest sources of income in the game. Because it seems like most people just keep up with the FEH Pass just because. I don't know if too many people are satisfied with what they get out of the FEH Pass, but it does keep your sanity in check, especially when you're grinding stuff like Tempest Trials, and you can just use the auto start, and you don't have to really like stress it too much. You just put your phone on AFK, and as you're doing that or doing whatever else you got to do that day, the game is just grinding itself, and your Tempest trial is getting cleared. So the auto start, it's hard to really put a price on that. I feel like that should just be free, though. I feel like everyone should have access to that, because all it does is just give convenience. You want to keep the players happy. You don't want to have them stressed out and want to quit the game, right? Like, the bigger the player base, the better, especially as it's going to add to more sales. So things like auto start, also sparking, I think should just be for every banner, for everyone. There's no reason to lock stuff like that, quality of life like that, behind the FEH Pass. And we're going to talk about the Dokkan equivalent of the FEH Pass in just a second, how they do it so much better. But first of all, quality of life should not be locked behind the FEH Pass. And then this is what you get, basically. So you pay your $9.49, effectively $10 US, and this is what you get. So you get 2 Resplendent Heroes, you get 4 Summoner support slots, you get 2 FEH Pass quests, which would equate to 10 orbs, 70 divine dues, 240 divine codes, 100 heroic grails, and then 240 aether stones. And then you get 40 trait fruits and 40 dragon flowers of every type. So, do you guys think this is worth $10? Now, that's obviously going to be up for discretion, right? Like, that's going to be... You may look at it in a different light than I do. The Resplendent Heroes, I personally don't care about anymore. I did when they first came out because the game wasn't so lopsided at the time, and actual, like, old heroes did actually improve with a slight stat buff. Like, I remember Resplendent Brave Ike. He was still meta when he got his Resplendent alt. So just getting the free stats on him, that was a big deal. That kind of mattered. But nowadays, there is no amount of +2 to all stats you could give the older units that are going to help them compete with some of the modern stuff going on today. So I feel like the Resplendent Heroes, outside of being artwork fixes, have completely lost their purpose. And there's also a lot of artwork fixes that we still don't have yet, like Gwendolyn, for example. I don't know when that's going to happen, but yeah, just... The Resplendent Heroes, to me, I'm not the biggest fan of. I know many people may think different, especially if we're talking a favorite. Like, if your favorite character is Sarah, for example, and then she got her Resplendent alt, that's pretty good, right? But if that's the case, though, I still see people only buying the FEH Pass when it's their favorite character's Resplendent turn. So, again, with Sarah as the example... You might buy the FEH Pass just to get her because she's your favorite, and then right after that, you cancel. Next month, you don't need the FEH Pass anymore. So I don't think the Resplendent Heroes are enough of an incentive to make the FEH Pass valuable. And then the rewards here are kind of ass. It's just 10 orbs. $10 to get 10 orbs? That's like 1 orb per dollar. That's kind of ridiculous if you think about it. And then you get 70 divine dues, which I mean, people are actually short on dues. Not me personally, but I know a lot of people do have a due shortage because they just try to refine everything. You got to really pick and choose in this game. You can't just spend currency on every little thing, or else you're going to run out very quickly. 240 divine codes, those are kind of helpful, but I mean, how helpful are they really? 100 heroic grails, which they already did away with Tempest Trial bonus heroes or Tempest Trial new heroes. So there's even less units to spend grails on now. And then 240 Aether Stones. People play Aether Raids and they don't really need these anymore. As long as you've been playing for a while, you have enough stones to level up your stuff. So these are kind of irrelevant too, unless you're very, very new with the game. And then the trait fruits and the flowers. The trait fruits are okay. Maybe not 40. I would say like at least 50 of these. So at least every 2 months you would have enough. But 40 is kind of a strange choice. And then 40 flowers, which everyone wants, but they just don't give out enough of. So let me show you how it's handled in Dokkan here. So they have the daily capsule. This is exactly what I would want the FEH Pass to be. So they have two options here. You can buy the 15-day option or the 30-day option. The 15-day option is $5, and every day you log in, you get an extra stone with your login rewards. Or, no, you get an extra 2 stones for every day you log in, and on the day you buy it, you get 1. So you log in every day for 15 days and you're getting your 2 stones there, and then the 1 for buying the pack. That gives you a total of 31. But in order to get it, you got to log in every day. So they want you to keep that consistency. They want you to keep logging in and keep playing the game. They want you to not want to stop playing, essentially is what it is. And for the 30-day pack, you get 3 extra stones every day you log in, and then you get a bonus 5 on the house when you buy the pack. So at the end of a month, that's 95 stones. For $10, you can't really beat that as a price. Even the web store deals that we just showed, that's like insane. So if you buy the daily capsule twice, that would be 95 times 2. What is that, like 190 dragon stones or 190 orbs in this example? And even this, like, this is one of the best sales they've done. $25, you only get 150 of the orbs, aka dragon stones. So this is an insane deal that I would love to see them turn the FEH Pass into. Just make it an orb deal. So you pay your $10, and then every day you log in, you get 3 orbs, and when you buy it, you get the 5 orbs, and then it just accumulates over time. Every day you log in, and then by the end of the month, you've got your 95 orbs. I would buy that shit every month. I would re-up my subscription every month. No questions asked, man. Like, this is what I want. I just want an orb pack. An orb deal that's for a good value, and it's not like they would be losing money too, because you have to be a consistent player. It has to be for people that are logging in every day instead of people that log in once in a while and they may skip celebrations here and there. This is for the dedicated player base. So I don't see how this would hurt them any. All it would really do is help them. So yeah, just a couple of examples here how Dokkan handles their sales versus the way that FEH handles their sales. Believe it or not, Dokkan, well, they didn't this time, but like every time Dokkan has a big celebration, they typically reach #1 on the App Store in sales. And FEH never manages to get that high. We've gotten to like top 10, but we've never been straight up rank 1. So it leaves you to wonder, like, why is it that the game that's less greedy, that is able to sell the currency for a cheaper price, somehow making more money than the game that is more stingy and sells their currency for a higher price? How does that work? Make it make sense. Like, it's almost as if the model here, the business model, is if you sell for a cheaper price, more people are going to buy. I think that's the takeaway here. So, Insys, I don't know if you were listening. I doubt it, but I know for sure they used to, back in the day, they used to check in on a couple of choice YouTubers that they were listening to feedback from. I know that much, but I don't know if they still do it. Please, get the word out, get the message out, let Insys know about this, or whoever is in charge, Nintendo North America or whoever. Some easy changes that could help the game. If you actually give people their money's worth when they spend money, they may be more willing to spend money, like I am, for example. I'm basically just on my hands and knees begging for them to give me a reason to want to spend, but it's just like time and time again, they disappoint me. So this is your boy Tacho signing out. Kind of a long one there, but I wanted to talk about some ways they could improve the sales here and just give a few examples. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Let me know if you guys play Dokkan as well, by the way. And also, if you play Dokkan, you already know they take care of us pretty well there. That game is built for the long haul, whereas FEH feels like it's built for just getting as much as they can in as short amount of time as they can. So this is your boy Tacho signing out. Take care, guys, and I will catch y'all again on the flip side.